Hello Fanpoppers, the entries for Fanpop Got Talent 2008 are now all in and the competition is closed. That does mean it's come up to the crucial point where you guys get to vote. Still don't know who you want to vote for? Well, we've put together a handy little lineup of all our acts. Our very first entry was Shield Maiden and her violin playing Rohan. Shandy showed us her photographs and her photo editing skills.
Night falls, I fall, and where were you, and where were you?
Papa wrote the song The End of the Pop for us.
6 o'clock, Fanpop time, I check my updates all the time. No new props, no new fans, listen to my mood drop. I'm a fan of everything like Star Wars and board games, Kitchen Nightmares, Lego 2, Heroes Lost the Color Blue, Beatles, Top Chef, Megan Fox, Pick Spot, Battlestar Galactica, this means no more One Tree Hill, Archuleta, steer clear, ROTF, ROTF, ROTFL, offer me my space.com, offer me my space.com, and I decline.
Pippi 21 sang us Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
The Lost Brother did us a Lost fan vid.
'Cause the child was his life, tries to reveal what I could feel, and it's lonely. It just won't leave me alone. Oh no, and it's lonely.
Heroes Fan Forever also did us a fan vid, but for Heroes.
No, you wanna just let go. It's time to roll down the windows and sing it up. Oh, got all we need, so here we go. Turn it up. It's 5 minutes to midnight. Coming home with me tonight. I can't get enough, shaking me up. Turn it up.
Aholic puzzled us with his 5 mistakes pictures.
Warm skin, wolf grin, and where were you?
Drama Llama 56 completed a Rubik's Cube under 1.5 minutes while singing.
Break the lock, post my bail, done my time, I'm out of jail. Not for the life of me, a life that's gotta be more than a one-light town where the light is always red. Gotta be more than an old ghost town where the ghost ain't even dead. Clap your hands just because, don't you know where I am ain't where I was. Not for the life of me, Bododio. Not for the life of, not for the life of, not for the life of me.
We had Cinders explain Othello to us.
It's an odd couple, but somehow it works. Now, the story thus far. Othello has just passed over his best friend Iago for the promotion, and has instead given it to Cassio. Now, Iago vows vengeance.
Oblix drew us 3 Johnny Depp characters.
I fell into
1395 made some fellow fanpoppers some icons.
I fell into the moon. Can I make it right? Can I spend the night?
Temptation sang as Absence of Fear.
Inside my skin, there is this space. It twists and turns, it bleeds and aches. Inside my whole heart, there's an empty room. Is waiting for lightning, is waiting for you.
Bliss Like This told us the politically correct version of Cinderella. I mean, if it weren't for the long, gruelling years of back-breaking unpaid labour, I never would have met Prince Charming at the ball. All thanks to my fairy godmother. Sorry, godperson. However, thanks to political correctness and all its gender-neutralising speech codes, this is one fairy tale that no longer ends in happily ever after. How I long for the days when a nerd was a nerd and not a quiet introspective. When the days of when poor were poor and not economically disadvantaged, and women could be women, regardless of how it is spelled. My name is Cinderella, and I am politically incorrect. Jan Fanfort showed us one of her paintings.
High tide inside, the air is dew, and where were you?
Shandy informed us of some Australian history. Even if world peace occurs and Australia is no longer forced to give up her sons and daughters to war, every Australian shall feel some measure of pride whenever the Anzacs are mentioned. And as the traditional recitation says, they shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we shall remember them. Alex McNeese entered a video with her photography.
Wild-eyed, I died, and where were you?
Green Coco 101 showed us some photography work.
I crawled out of the world when you said I shouldn't stop.
Knife French showed us his unusual eyes.
I crawled out of the world. Can I make it right? Can I spend the night?
Tinker Lover told us the story of Tinkerbell's birthday. It was exactly 2 years after she had arrived in Neverland, and that meant it was her birthday. But Tink was mad. She had said hello to Terence, a boy fairy, in the tea room, and he hadn't mentioned her birthday. Plus, when she had visited Rani, a water talent, she didn't mention it either. It never occurred to Tink that they might be planning a surprise party. Lena took us some photos of the Alps.
Alone. Alone.
And Ali showed us some of his photo editing skills. Harold sang and juggled for us.
When I fall in love, it will be forever, for I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun.
And Cowgirl from Hell told us about her worst holiday. The worst holiday I ever had was in the middle of nowhere. There were only people aged 18 or younger living there because they had killed all the adults. It reminds me of Stephen King's short story, The Children of the Corn. The children there were freaked out by me so much, so I slept under a bridge in the cold and wet weather, with my blanket called Mwahahaha. It's called Mwahahaha because I like saying my evil laugh. That night I heard that the monsters from the Monster Zoo broke out, so I didn't want to go to sleep in case I'd have to run away. Well, you've heard the Fanpop's Got Talent 2008 lineup, and it's up to you guys to vote.